Hello students, welcome to today's class. I hope you are doing fine at home and you've been enjoying our lessons from home. Today we will continue from last week's lesson on planning and collecting data. We studied from last week about the preparations that you need when you want to collect data. So the preparation that you make is what we call planning. And in planning, you have to decide on two major things, that is a primary data or a secondary data. The type of data that you are looking for will determine the kind of data collection tool that you have to use. Today we will look at frequency and tally table. Frequency and tally table are data collection tools that you can use to collect your data whenever you want to deal with data. So how do you prepare a tally table, or how do you prepare a frequency table? This is an example of tally and frequency table combined together. There are three columns in this table. We have the first column to be the category, and the category could be a name, it could be the identification of the subject that you are dealing with. So if you are dealing with people, you can put their names here. If you are dealing with objects, you also put their names here. So that is for the category. Here is the tally. The tally will show how many times you are making a recording on a particular subject or a particular item at the category level. And tally comes in the form of stripes. Okay, so we use stripes to indicate tally. Over here we have frequency, and the frequency is the number of times that particular thing that you are working around repeats itself, or it's counted. And your tally and your frequency are supposed to be the same. So whenever you have a tally by stripes here, it should also be equal to the frequency. So the frequency is written in numbers, whilst the tally is written or shown in stripes. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate to you by this example here so that we will see the difference between a tally and then that of a frequency. Over here, we are taking a look at data collection on these two letters, which is alphabets. So we have A and B over here. So in our category, we have A category and category B. We want to see the number of times that A appears on this row, and then the number of times that B also appears on this row. So we're going to use tally and frequency to determine the number of times that they all appear here. So we'll start with tally first. Our first item is A. So we'll check on this row. So we see A here. So we cancel this A. So we'll put it on the tally as 1. So 1A here, 1 tally here. We see another A here, so we cancel this A. So we put another stripe here. So we have 2 stripes here, which means we've cancelled our A. Now this is B, so B has to come to this column. So we'll put B here, and then we'll cancel our B here. A will go up here, so we'll put our A here, and then we'll cancel this one. B will come here, so B is cancelled. B again, so put B, and then we come here. We have A, so we'll put a stripe here, then we cancel this one. B will go to B column, so we'll put B here, so we cancel B. So we go to A, so this is A. Because we have reached the 4th stripes, always the 5th one will cross, okay? So we cross our 5th stripe to the 4th. So this means it makes counting very easy. So when you see this, you know it is already 5 for you. So we'll cancel our A here. B We already have 4 here, so we also have to cancel and this one. Last one is A. So because this is grouped, we have to separate this stripe. So this stripe will be somewhere here. Okay, so we cancel our A. So this is how you can transfer your data into a tally. Okay, now how do you put it on frequency? Frequency, we have to use figures, and it's supposed to be equal to what you have in your tally. In our tally, we realize that we have 6 of A's, because this is 5 and 1. So this is 6 of A's. So this will be 6. And with the B, we have 5 of B. So our value here will be 5. So this is what we do when we are doing tally and frequency. If you are only dealing with frequency, you only put your figures here. If you are dealing with tally, you make your tally stripes here. When you make 4 and the 5th one, you need to cross out. So assuming this list were to be continued, and we will have more 5 here, it means that we also needed to stripe them out. So this is the whole picture of using a tally and a frequency in data collection. On this video, we have our first activity, which is task 1, and we are doing exercise 6.3, questions 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We will find this task at page 69 and 70 at the Learners book section of your textbook. I hope to see your answers, and then we can move to our second video. So I'll see you in our second video. Okay, goodbye. Hello, welcome back to our second video. Our topic has been planning and collecting data. Today we looked at how we can use frequency and tally tables to collect our data. There is an example here that shows how you can do your tally and how you can also do your frequency. It's all showing the number of times that what you are looking for appeared on the row. Okay, so over here we realize that we have 6 of A's, so which means we have 6 tally stripes here, and then we have 6 as a figure or as a number that is equal to tally. So anytime you are doing tally and frequency, your frequency should be equal to the tally as well. We also saw that B appears here 5 times. So on the frequency, it is 5 because it appears here in 5 times. And on the tally, we have 5 stripes because the 5 stripes, each stripe represents 1 count. So we have 5 here. And you should also know that whenever you count with tally, when you finish your 4th and you are going to the 5th one, you need to make a cross out so that it's easy for you to count when you finish all your work in total. Again, we will have an exercise to do so that we can understand our lesson very well. So this is task 2 for you. You do exercise 3.6.3. You do questions 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 at pages 37 and 38. This exercise is at the Skills Builder section of your textbook, okay? So I'll be looking forward for the answers, and then we can move to our 3rd video. So thank you, see you in the 3rd video. Hello, welcome to our final video on our lesson planning and collecting data. Today's lesson has mainly been on frequency and tally table. I gave one example on how you can do your tally and how you can do your frequency. It's in 3 columns. You have your category, that is the name. You have your tally, that is the number of times that you see the value that you are looking for. The frequency also shows the number of times, but the frequency is in numbers and tally is in stripes. So on this session we will have our homework so that we will finish our lesson on planning and data collection. So you have a homework from exercise 6.2 and exercise 6.3 at pages 36 and 37 from the challenge book part of your textbook. Thank you for joining class today, and I hope to see your homework before our next class. So until then, bye bye.